Anyway, back to what I was saying about that business that I had, that painting business. Looking back on it, there was definitely some things that I gleaned from my experience. What to do and what not to do. How it should be done and how it shouldn't be done. And I had to learn that the hard way. Through practical experience. So that's what happened. Even though I kind of gave it up after 8 years, 8 years, uh, still was a learning experience nonetheless. I learned that you definitely have to follow a blueprint, even though blueprints often have to be modified as time goes on to accommodate unforeseen situations or new developments. You always have to modify your blueprint, your plan of approach. You have to make alterations and changes and amendments, just like the Constitution, because you got to keep up with the times. You got to keep up with the changes. You got to keep up with current events. You got to keep up with futuristic, unforeseen realities, and that's what has to happen. But you want to stay within the realms of a structured, systematic approach as much as possible in order to be successful. And I was doing some of that, but a lot of my experience was trial and error. And of course, asking questions from other people who appeared, on at least on the surface, to be doing it correctly and right. I would ask them and see how they did it, kind of watch them and observe how they conducted their business, both on paperwork, on how to handle paperwork, and how to do it practically, physically. But so it was. I didn't go to a conventional school, a university for it. I just learned out in the field and saw how everybody else did it as individuals from the streets and the sidewalks. Uh, just watched how they performed their task, and if they were successful and seemingly good at it, I'd kind of incorporate some of those characteristics and attributes and qualities into my own way of doing it. And I try to take what I consider to be the best approach amongst these different peoples, uh, and see if I could interweave it into what I was already doing, or make my way of doing it better, or make changes according to the new data, new information that came in. So my file folder is always open for more information and how to do it better, and it's always open. But sometimes you don't have the resources to change it or to make it better. Sometimes the resources have to, and the materials and the tools have to come from somewhere else outside of yourself. So, and that's where you especially have to lean on a higher power to get you through those moments and to help you with those challenges and to help you, you know, make changes for eternity, not just for our temporary physicality, but for the eternal aspect as well. Because life is short here on Earth. And yeah, you could amass all these things and achieve all these goals and all these successes, but at the end of the day, you still got to meet God. And